Hey, how's it going? This is Sarah Lee Day with another episode of Dubsado Tidbits, the things you need to know about Dubsado delivered in bite-sized pieces. Lately, we've been talking about the different templates that are available in Dubsado, and today we're going to move on to canned emails. Now, canned emails are really useful because they are templated emails that you write once and you don't have to write again, and you can use them in any way in your account to send all kinds of information. So in the canned emails area, you have templates. These are specific templates for specific things that are the default emails that are going to go out for these different areas. We'll talk about that in more detail in a second. You've got a new canned response, so clicking that will allow you to create a brand new canned email. And you've got signature, so you can add your own signature to the bottom of your emails, and that can be applied to all of your emails going out using a smart field to pull that information in. Down here, you've got a list of all of the canned emails in your account. Right now, we just have these two default ones. And you can sort the list by title, or you can sort the list by subject, or you can sort the list by body information. In the far right column, you're going to have these two actions to duplicate an email. See that duplicate here is copy. Or if you don't need an email anymore, you can click the trash can to delete it. Now, when you're creating a new email, you always want to include a title, a subject, and the body. The title, if we go back to canned emails, is basically an internal reference for what that email is, or however you want to organize it. This information will be default listed in alphabetical order, but if you want to change that order and you want to put it in basically like a chronological order or some other order that makes more sense to you, you can actually do that by creating some sort of organization system in your titling. For example, you might have 01, my first email is to send a proposal. Okay, this is not client facing, so it's okay to do stuff like that and use that for your internal organization. Next is going to be subject, and this is an email subject line, so anytime you get an email, there's going to be that subject line. Let's just say your proposal is ready. And then down here in the body, this is where you're going to put the actual content of the email. Hey there, your proposal is ready. And then this smart field right here will pull in your email signature. Now, when you're creating your email, you also have these options down at the bottom to format it. You can insert a number of different smart fields, and again, we'll talk about those later. You can format your text, so if you need bold or text color or bulleted lists or adding a link or a photo, there's all kinds of formatting options that you can utilize down here. You can set your font. Now, unfortunately, there are only so many fonts that you can use here, but these fonts are going to be available for your emails. You can choose the font size, you can undo, and all of that can be done for each of your individual emails. Once you're done editing, you're going to click Save and Close. And sometimes you have to click it a second time to actually close it if that's the first time that you've actually created that email. Now you can see that my 01 send proposal is at the very top because it's 01. And you can see the title, the subject, and the body here. And then if I needed to edit it again, I would just click it and come in here, make my changes, and then click Save and Close. All right, that's it for today's tidbit. For more information about receiving updates, requesting future episodes, or getting help with your own Dubsado account, take a look at the links in the description below this video or visit sarahleeday.com. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.